Yes, you. Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project365, episode 306 or 307, one of those. What are we doing today? Well, we just got done doing Linda, and Linda has bench pressing in it, and I haven't done bench press in a while. So super sore or super tight, whichever one you want to pick. Probably a little bit of both. That doesn't happen. This is Q, one of the head coaches here at 212. They were nice enough to let me drop by. So super sweet place. Exposed brick, always like that. Gives me like that rustic feel. Ooh. Rustic, yeah. Right? Anyway, so what are we doing? We're talking about recovery post-benching and how could we self-manipulate or have self-myofascial release to the pec tissue after doing a whole bunch of bench presses, okay?
Yeah.
So one of the ways that we could do it, especially if we don't have a buddy, is to use a kettlebell. And so what Q's gonna do is she's gonna lay back here. This looks like a big heavy kettlebell. I promise it's not that heavy. Oh! I promise it's not that heavy. But what we're gonna do is, see, the pec tissue comes in this direction, right? So she basically comes from her sternum here and then shoots off towards this part of her arm, right? And actually, because what the pec does, right, is it adducts the arm, which means this, it brings the arm this way, and flexes because of its attachment. So it splays out in this direction and all attaches right there. So what we want to do is we want to be able to use the kettlebell here, and we want to drag in that same orientation and then allow it to get some pinching of the tissue. So what we do is we drag like that, and then we're able to have Q do 3 motions. We want her just to come out because we said that the arm, or the pec tissue adducts, right? So and flexes the arm. So what we want to do is just the opposite, right? So we want to bring the arm out like this, and like this. So if you're going to put this in your head and organize this thought process, we're going to go 45 degrees below, or right at parallel, and then 45 degrees above. And all we're doing is tractioning the tissue first with weight, okay? Which works a little bit better than a ball because we're able to move our hand in a couple different ways, right? So just like that, and now we can have Q do it just herself, and she's gonna come down in that direction, and then bring her arm back up, come down in that direction, and then bring her arm back up and come down in that. And that reaching up is normally the one that gets you the most, right? So how do you do this yourself? Sit on up for me. She's gonna bring the bell and focus it here and pull that tissue across like that as she pulls the bell across. Go ahead and lay down for me. You suck that onto the side. And then all she's gonna do is traction, pull up. And then the cool thing is the bell just hangs there and it gives it the weight down. So she doesn't have to have anything else to add that pressure there. Go ahead and do that same thing. Now we just wanna be able to control that, and it's a nice 1 to 3 seconds down, 1 to 3 seconds back up, 1 to 3 seconds down, 1 to 3 seconds back up, right? We're gonna continue this and try to do 30 reps of each, right? So one complete sweep we'll call 30 reps, and then of course, switch over to the other side. Let's see how ambidextrous you are. Switch. She hasn't done it on the other side yet, so we'll get nervous. Watch. Now the thing you have to watch about is as you drag this up, make sure that you're dragging it towards this opposite hip. Because if you drag it up, you're gonna smash your head in the face with a kettlebell, and I don't need to have any of those weird text conversations, right? Where like, oh, it's all your fault that I don't have any teeth. That's not what we're talking about here. So make sure that the bell is on here, like on your shoulder, and you're pulling it towards this opposite hip this way, right? Now, you can control the bell with the handle, and it's not gonna go ahead and hit you in the face. We don't wanna mess up Q's pretty face. Anyway.
Oh, that precious.
See that? I could be nice. Now, just from right there.
Stop.
Wait, sorry. There you go.
Thank you.
So one more time. 1 to 3 seconds down. If you lose slack in this, just go ahead and reset at any time where you kind of let the bell slip, and then you're just going to pull across again, and you could gain that tissue slack back. You could collect it back up, and you could get another good mobilization.
Oof.
Cool?
Yep.
So we're going to do 30 per side, and one complete rep is 45 degrees below at 90, and then 45 degrees above. Cool? Q, thank you so much. That feels so weird. We can't hug. I've never hugged.
That's so weird. It's a first for everything.
Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.